On February 22, 2011, at about 11:30 in the morning, a security officer making his rounds at a large parking lot near Dillingham Boulevard came across a suspicious male who was searching through a car that he had just broken into. Upon discovery, the male pulled out a handgun and pointed it at the security officer, who wisely retreated and then called 911 for police response. In the meantime, the armed male suspect fled on foot away from the scene. Officers Henry Robinson Jr., Joshua Tavares, Joseph Pagan, and Corporal Sean Nahina were nearby when the police radio report of the offensively armed suspect was broadcast. They immediately went to the area and learned that the suspect had entered into a nearby building on Kalani Street. The suspect had been seen going up a narrow stairwell which led to second-floor business offices. The officers went up this stairwell, followed by other responding officers, Keoni Smith, Sheri Tafflinger, and Detrich Kamakani. At the top of the stairs, they found a door leading to an office and observed a female worker, the office receptionist, who had a very frightened look on her face. It was later determined that the armed suspect had indeed come into the office and was terrorizing the staff with his bizarre behavior. Suddenly, the male suspect appeared in view of the officers and, without warning, shot his firearm at the officers, most specifically at Officer Joseph Pagan, who was in the front on top of the stairs. Officer Pagan returned fire as the receptionist took cover. The group of officers then retreated, taking the receptionist to safety. The other building occupants were also evacuated from the building. Once the scene was secured, Officers Kamakani and Robinson returned to the office where the suspect had last been seen. They discovered that the suspect, although wounded by gunfire, refused to surrender. A struggle ensued, and the suspect was taken into custody, and the suspect's firearm was recovered. First aid was administered until paramedics arrived and took the suspect to the hospital. This was a very dangerous and stressful situation, with the lives of innocent bystanders as well as the police officers at high risk. The officers performed well under the pressure circumstances and distinguished themselves through their courageous and brave actions.